Hello, my lovely audience. You all are welcome to this channel, Astropanesia. I am your friend, astrologer, palmist Shivam. So, today we are going to have a general discussion on the direct motion of Mercury. Now, we are coming out of the Mercury retrograde. This is a good news. And secondly, the planet Mars, the planet of masculinity, valor, courage, denoting the food business, land business, real estate business, has finally transited into the sign of Cancer. Right? Hello, Radhika. Hello. So, this Mercury direct will improve your communication with people around you. This Mercury direct will improve your relations with others. This Mercury direct will put your mind in the right direction of thinking. And I see it this way, that there had been a lot of pressure, especially on the sign of Aries from past one and a half month, right? Especially the Aries rising sign, Aries moon sign, right? They have been going through a lot of turmoil. And even right now, because all the planets are placing in the sign of Aries, so people having moon in the sign of Aries, they might feel a lot of mental pressure, right? And Mars debilitating into the sign of Cancer can create, heat waves around the world, can create, lot of emotional anxiety or emotional urges in people, right? Even aggression at times. And most importantly, that Jupiter, which has transited into the nakshatra of Ashwini, and I had already talked about that there will be lot of medical advancements in this time period, because Ashwini is the nakshatra of healing, right? And there have been reports that certain things are moving very fast in medical sciences altogether, right? Hello, Rosalinda. Hello. And this is a time, when Mercury is getting into the direct motion. It will improve your communication, it will improve your relations with others, and also it will set your mind onto the right path, which is very important in this time period. For people in the east, in India, it's on the 14th when the 15th of May when the Mercury will transit, and people on the east coast or North America, it is the 14th of May when the transit is going to happen. And yes, there has been a lot of different confusions going on in everyone's mind, because Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Rahu, all are placing together into the sign of Aries. And even today, as we talk about Moon and Saturn are placing together into the air sign of Aquarius. So it is a time when you may feel emotionally tight, and especially for the air sign people, they may feel some kind of pressure or emotional anxiety in this time period, today and for tomorrow, right? And maybe yesterday they might be feeling it this way. And now you have to set your mind into the right kind of motion. And this Mercury direct will give relief to all the fire sign people. If you are experiencing health issues, your health issues will be corrected in this time period. If you are experiencing financial troubles, they are going to set on the right path, right? If you are experiencing not bad relations with your partner or your loved one, they will improve in this time period, right? And most importantly, you have to strengthen up your mind in this time period, which is very important for each one of you. And when it comes to finances, you might also feel very drained, especially the fire sign of Aries I'm talking about, because the way the placements are. And I would say that the Lord of the sign, Mars, is in debilitation, right? So make sure that you are putting your energy into making yourself positive, into making yourself aligned. Hello, Cynthia. Hello. Right, into making yourself aligned. And the most important mantra for today is taking the name of Lord Narayana, right? Chanting the name of Lord Narayan, right? Om Narayanaya Namaha, right? That will help you to relieve all your anxieties, doubts, and any kind of apprehensions in this time period. And the Mercury is going to be direct in the fourth pada of Ashwini Nakshatra, which will give you a kind of a healing, which will relieve things out of you, right? You will leave some kind of toxicity. It can be a toxic behavior, it can be a toxic relationship, it can be a toxic pattern, right? It can be a toxic attachment, right? So you have to commit to yourself to leave some of that kind of behavior, habit, person, or environment. That can also be your environment, right? And I would say that with this advent of Mars into the water sign of Cancer, it can create some kind of frustration, anger, and feeling of agitation all the time, right? And people can feel their challenges in different way in this time period. You can also come in that mode that you may cry over your past, you may cry over, and the transit happened on the 10th of May, so you may experience that kind of pattern. And because Mars is a planet which exalts in the sign of Capricorn, where it feels its full energy, masculine, doesn't carefree all the way, right? Masculine, energetic, athletic, right? And always fiery. And in the water sign of Cancer, it feels its emotional vulnerability, it feels its frustration. So even in this time period, there can be a lot of troubles and climate change around the world, right? People can experience heat waves, and places with lot of water, or the tropical places, they can experience drought like situations. And the places where there is dry hills, dry places, they can experience floodings in this time period. And the time is definitely intense till the end of June when it comes to Mars, right? Not relating to this Mercury direct, right? Mercury direct will be a relief for people, right? You have to understand it. And because we have already talked about it, the Mars, so I am talking in the isolated placement. And yes, it can create emotional troubles for water sign people, right? They can feel their emotional vulnerability in this time period, so they have to keep themselves emotionally strong in this time, right? My lovely water sign people I'm talking about, which are the sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, and this kind of sign of Pisces, right? All these three signs. And with the Mercury setting into the direct motion, so you have to trust your vision, you have to trust your mind. There is fogginess, there is smokiness, but you have to trust your heart into everything in this time period. And still, when this conjunction of Jupiter, Sun, and Rahu, they all are placing, still avoid taking important decisions related to relationship, money, finance, or anything in life, right? You might be willing on to take drastic decisions, but hold on to the things in this time period, because it has been a struggleful experience altogether, right? And Venus has been well placing into the air sign of Gemini, the sign of Mercury. So communicating with your partner, having a feeling of love with your partner, especially for the Gemini rising I'm talking about, and the moon signs, have a feeling of love, affection, and communication with your partner, right? That will help you in this time period. And most importantly, you have to keep your tongue very soft in this time period, right? And here we are having just the general discussions, so you can ask your thing related to it, right? You can ask your thing related to it. And most importantly, for the air sign people, it is about growing your friend circle, your public dealing, right? You will have all the different kinds of people around you. It's up to you how to use your connections and your relations with everyone, all the air sign people I am talking about. Right? All the air sign people I am talking about. And specifically, you might have felt that pressure in your mind from last 2 days, and it is gonna fade away from tomorrow, right? Is it a bad time to buy technology? Cynthia, not in this time. If you can avoid it for next 2-3 days, that is better. If you can avoid it for 2 weeks, that is even better. And then buying your technology or your things, right? Then investing in. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. I hope you have been doing well. Your son has been doing well, Jennifer. Right? And putting your energy to right use in this time period, that is very important. And Mercury direct will also improve your communication skills, your handling power, your calculations, because with the Mercury retrograde in the fire sign of Aries had fired all your things up, right? You're not able to understand that what to communicate, what to hold back, right? And miscommunication would have been at its peak at times. But when it comes to marketing, expanding your things, growing yourself, this has been a good time for you. Hello, Mamta. Hello. And we are having a general discussion on the direct motion of Mercury, and especially for the people working into the into the things related to hotel business, into food business. You are gonna grow in this time period because the Mercury is getting direct into the fire sign. Healing heart rising. Well, intelligent people are born in Mercury retrograde, right? So it's not a thing that Mercury retrograde is always bad. Some of the top businessmen, the richest people, they are born in Mercury retrograde. They are very fast at taking decisions, right? And will it affect me the same as an air sun? Right now the Mercury is getting direct, healing heart rising. So generally for people, it is a good time. One has to understand the things in accordance with the planets in their own birth chart. The transits are going to influence you according to your own birth chart. The birth chart is the main blueprint of your life. And planets, what it is going on in the mundane astrology, in the transits, is going to affect you in the current situation, right? So you have to take both of them into account. Because when I do the readings, I have to study the birth chart. I have to study the divisional charts, right? The other charts along with it. In our Vedic astrology, I have to study the time periods, right? And after doing the birth chart reading, in the later on readings, I offer the transit reading along with the birth chart reading. Still, you have to refer to the birth chart and your time periods, your dashas, right? So, it can be of good to you, right? And most importantly, one has to understand that where their planets are placing, right? How these planets are going to influence you, affect you. And this direct motion of Mercury is definitely setting you onto the right path, is definitely helping you to clear out the things. Because in the sign of Aries, for the fire sign people, it had been a lot of intense, confused energy, right? Hello, evolving syntax, right? There has been very intense energy, and you have to put your mind into the right use in this time period, right? Chanting the name of Lord Narayana, everyone. Om Narayana Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha. Or you can listen to any of the Lord Vishnu's chanting or shilokas or anything, right? That will help you to get into the right direction. And always remember that your thoughts become you, right? So always hold good thoughts in your mind. always hold positivity in your mind, always engage your spirit into joy, because this is a very short journey of life, right? So some of us are already in our 30s, 20s, 40s, and some of us are in our 50s, right? So put your energy into right use. Well, healing heart rising, waking up on time, respecting your father, right? The remedies for sun in the 8th house, respecting your father and waking up on time along with the sun. You can be very good at research, you can be very good in understanding more about occult and meditation. Sun is well placing in the 8th house. It's not a trouble, right? But you have to utilize it properly, my dear, right? And one has to study the birth chart as a whole, right? So most probably you are born in the month of February, late February or March, right? So yes, this is life, right? You have to understand your own journey, right? That is the key of life, right? And everyone is fighting their own journey, or I would say that everyone is on their own journey, right? Enjoying life, relishing life, experiencing life, right? That is very important. Bless you too, Alicia. Bless you too, right? It's always a blessing to talk to you, all of you lovely people, right? And most of you are already my clients, right? From Radhika, Rosalinda, Alicia, right? You have Jennifer, right? You have always been my client, right? So, hello Priya. And yes, putting your energy to right use. This Mercury direct will only give you relief if you are putting your mind into the right direction, into mindfulness, into experiencing your bliss of life, right? Because Mercury is placing with what planets? Rahu, right? Planet of mischievousness, putting in greed and bad thoughts in the mind. Guru, Jupiter, planet of spirituality, knowledge, meditation, right? And along with it, Sun, planet of leadership. Sun is gonna transit in next 2 days, right? So you will be left with Jupiter and Rahu. It is up to you to take whatever effect you want to take, whether you want to experience that, uncommitted or confused, suspicious, greedy, overly clever effect of Rahu in the fire sign of Aries, or you would like to experience that effect of Jupiter in this time period. Meditation, feeling abundance, growth, right? So chanting the name of Lord Narayana will relieve you in this time period. Hello Hanshal, hello. So that's very important, right? And that kind of energy, because Mercury is going to get direct, so your pressure is going to release in this time period. And for the air sign people, that is sign of Gemini, that is the sign of Libra, even the rising sign and the moon sign, and the sign of Aquarius. This transit will open up new avenues of growth and connecting with others, right? Your circle will start to grow again, right? And having connections with others, and you will again come back to your balance game, right? Because for you, balancing is the key for everything, right? And this Mercury direct motion will set you, especially for the ones who have been feeling all over the place in last 20 days, 30 days, right? Now it will be a more relieving time for you people, right? In general, I am talking about everyone, my lovely audience. And if you wish to understand it deeply, you can always book a birth chart reading with me. And remember, it will take at least 2-3 weeks to schedule your reading after you book the reading, at least, right? And it can even go longer, right? And most importantly, putting your energy to right use. That is very important, right? Putting your energy to right use. When the Mars is debilitated, the best remedy it can be is focusing on your family, is focusing on your loved ones, laughing every day for 5 minutes early on in the morning, right? Hello Akisha. And most importantly, water sign people, you can feel lot of aggression in this time period. Hold your aggression in this time, right? You can behave in an aggressive manner in this time period. Priya, Guru energy, not just the Ketu, but the Guru energy. Yes, Ketu is influential, right? And Guru energy, right? Mostly. And most importantly, Mercury direct is a deal breaker for everyone in this time period, and you have to focus on the positive outcome of things, right? You have to install your energy into faith. You have to install your energy into you know meditation, right? Because Ketu, because this Rahu has been playing games with all the fire sign people in this time period. It has troubled all the fire sign people in this time period. Whether you are Leo rising moon sign, whether you are Sagittarius rising moon sign, whether you are fire sign of Aries, which have been the most affected ones, right? So it has been pondering upon your mind. It has been disturbing you, whether it is your health, your mind, your emotions. But you have to look at the positive side. It has also helped you to understand marketing. It has brought you all over the place, but it has made you understand certain aspects of your own life. My lovely, lovely audience, right? So you have to focus more on the Jupiterian qualities, the Jupiter energy of having faith, of having trust, of focusing on spirituality, on focusing on right actions, right virtues and right morals, right? And leaving the rest. And you have to derive your life towards faith, right? Because for the fire sign people, this is a test of your faith in this time period, right? So you have to understand it. And for the earth sign people, it will take away certain bad habits, bad things of your life, right? And make sure it can be your things in your family. It can be, some verbal differences with the partner, or even your own bad habits, right? It can take away. So utilize this Mercury retrograde in letting it go. Mercury direct in letting it go, right? Into easing yourself up. And especially, your expenses have been too much, all the earth sign people. So even in coming days, you have to manage your expenses for next 10-15 days, right? It will improve, but you have to still manage it well, right? And then you will have a well relieved time period. My lovely, lovely earth sign people. Now what are the earth sign? The sign of Taurus, the sign of your Virgo, and the sign of Capricorn, right? So that is it with the general discussion. Anything you want to talk about, you want to communicate, you want to ask, you can join in, you can talk about it. Anything, any one of you. Right? And most importantly, putting your energy to right use. Right? If you have been feeling that aggression, maniacal, Then you have to put your energy to right use. Then you have to laugh. Hello Seher, hello, another lovely client of mine. Then you have to put your energy into smiling, right, into taking care of your loved ones, right? What is aggression? Aggression is when you are in a state when you cannot control the things around you, situations around you, or you feel that things are out of control, then you get into the state of aggression, right? And being aggressive is always a sign of weakness, right? So never stay aggressive. Keep yourself light, keep yourself under control, smile, right? And most importantly, do deep breathing. Take a deep breath in and hold it for 3-4 seconds and then leave it out slowly and steadily. That will help you to release out your aggression in this time period. And drink more water, right? Even drinking more water will calm you down, because Mars is into the water sign of Cancer, right? So focus more on, mindful activities. Focus on more on staying easy in your heart. That will help you. And this Mercury direct will put you into the right motion, will put you into the right direction of your work, will re-energize you with your energy. And even with your workout, even with your physical workout, yes, when the Mars is debilitated, focus more on workout. Focus more on exhausting your energy into workout, physical activity, and all these things. That will help you to stay light, right? And even with this Mercury direct, so it is again a time to take your charge. It is again a time to correct your things. It is again a time to put yourself into the right motion, staying mindful of your words that you speak, right? And your words should not harm others, and they should not be harsh to others. And especially business related to transportation, movement of goods, food business will take off for you people, right? And it's going to be better. And I have already told you that in the medical sciences, because of the Jupiter and Rahu, the way they are placing, there will be drastic advancement this year, right? So we may see a lot of advancement, even bylaws coming, related to drugs and medicines. They will come in this time period, right? So this can be a revolutionary year for it, right? What else you want? And most importantly, with this Mercury direct, right, respecting the female energy around you, right? Your sisters, your cousins, right? Your daughters, right? Whatever female energy, or the daughters of your sister, any female energy, you have to respect it. You have to treat it with love, right? Then the Mercury stays in good health, right? Even when you are treating people, the delivery man from the Amazon, or the delivery person, if you're treating them well, right, your Mercury stays well, right? The transporters, the communicators, right, when you're treating them well, your Mercury stays well, right? And when you're talking logic, your Mercury stays well. When you're minding your tongue, when you're minding your words, your Mercury stays well, right? When you are poking others without any reason, or you're taunting them, or you're saying negative words about them, your Mercury will automatically get disturbed, right? This is the easiest way to trouble your Mercury. By not respecting your sisters, your cousins, or your siblings, you're gonna disturb your Mercury, right? And the ones who have a troubled relation with their sisters, with their aunts, they already have a troubled Mercury in their birth chart, right? If you'll study the Mercury, it will be either troubled or affected or debilitated. There might be something with it, right? So that is it with the general discussion, my lovely audience. So God bless you, take care, and most importantly, so I'll be saving this video and I'll be posting it on my YouTube channel. So please go to my YouTube and watch this live session if you wish to watch it, right? So go to my YouTube to watch this video on Mercury direct, and this Mercury direct will stay till period of July 1st, right? And this direct season will give you a lot of transitions, a lot of changes in your thought process, a lot of newer understanding about your own self, right? So go through this journey and experience it. So God bless you, take care, have a very lovely day, keep smiling, stay relaxed, and enjoy your life, right? Celebrate it like a festival, without any worries, without any anxieties, without any tensions, right? Celebrate life. Bye bye.